Hey folks, how's it going? Yeah, you all beat me here. It took too long. But I have mixed nuts and I've got tea, so I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm in a good position here. Bacon, how's it going? Zero, and Squirt Peg, of course. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. How's Monday treating you guys? It's the start of the week. I know it can be kind of stressful for a lot of people, so I'm curious to know how you guys are doing. If your week's going well so far, if it's stressful. Hopefully it's going well. Alright, so the weekend was fun. Game Jam, Ludum Dare. But now we're gonna get back into working on Ionia, and Ionia. I can talk, I promise. It's Monday, I blame Monday. So, we're working on UI. We left off playing with some ideas in Affinity Designer, coming up with some ideas for the title screen and how to lay that out. And we're trying to figure out, we got a good idea for the title screen itself. Let's see if I just show this here. This is what we landed on last time for the title screen, and I really like the idea of doing something like this. The screenshot, of course, the background imagery, that's like just a placeholder. The idea would be to have a moving, like an actual 3D scene instead behind the menu. But I really like what we did. We got the logo for the game here, and then the new game settings and quit. And then if you have, if you're continuing an existing save, then up here you would see continue would be an option too. And we'd probably and if that were the case, we'd probably call it out with a different color or like I don't know, something to highlight it. But and then we've got this nice this nice black, almost black gradient, almost black to transparent gradient coming from the side. That was Ground Zero's idea, and I tried it out and I really like it. So I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna try to make that in the engine. Yeah, Zero, I think I probably will. I want to do some work on, I do still want to kind of explore how we're going to design the settings menu, because that's like a much bigger, more complex subject to tackle. But I'm really interested in it because I like UI design. But I think maybe first what I'll do today is implement the title screen just to get started, and then maybe I'll come back into an Affinity Designer and do some more research and ideation for the settings menu itself, because that I wasn't like super set on just yet. I feel like this is a pretty good idea here, but I don't know what to do about like how all the elements are going to look and stuff like that. So at some point I'm going to just sit down and do like a style guide for the UI in the game, where we're not doing the layout, but you know, picking out, deciding how each of the individual sorry, my phone, I forgot to put it on silent. Yeah, I'll do a style guide in Affinity Designer. That's kind of hard to say, Affinity Designer. It's hard to say quickly. But I'll do a style guide for that at some point, and just to set up like how buttons look and how what fonts I'm using, color palette and stuff like that, so I can keep it consistent. But yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna, before I do that, I'm gonna just jump in and implement this first today. Okay, implement this in Unreal, this title screen here, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to bring this over to my second monitor where you guys can't see it, so I can focus here on Unreal. Now, we already have a title screen widget created here. I don't have any logic or anything like that. It's totally blank. I think I did already make a, yeah, I already added the container that I want, the uniform grid panel. I prefer that over the canvas widget, which is just kind of like a free-form, place things anywhere you want. I prefer to work with grids when it comes to stuff like this, so that's what we're doing. By the way, soundtrack today is Chrono Cross, one of the best game soundtracks ever made, in my opinion. Really good soundtrack, it's so good. And a great game, too. But the soundtrack is just legendary, I think. So, let's go, let's go. So let's see. The background, we're gonna assume, we're just gonna insert whatever scenery in there. So whatever level I load, there's gonna be a scene there for that. So that's not even gonna be part of the UI. The UI is really just gonna be the text, you know, the buttons, and then the logo for the game. So let's see. I guess I'll start with implementing the logo. So, okay, in that case, let's actually bring Affinity Designer back over to the main display, and let's make sure that we've got high resolution logo here to bring into the game. Now let's see. I want this to look great at many resolutions, so I wish they did like SVG support. Let's see, I don't think they do. Let's see. No. Alright, so I think let me bring in some documentation. I think we're gonna want to just bring this in as a PNG probably, so I can maintain the transparency. Oh, where am I? Here we go. Let's just bring in an image widget. We'll see what data it takes. Well, hold on. First things first, actually. I should have done this first. Layout. So, we're working within a grid here, so I need to... Square peg. Good man, calling your state reps. It's almost time for that net neutrality vote in America, so... that whole thing is just... it's crazy. Totally crazy to me. I can't believe we're still having to fight for this, you know? It just seems like obvious to me that this is a bad idea, what they're proposing. The FTC, that is. Yeah, FTC? I think so. No. FCC? Sometimes I can't keep track of all the really similarly named government organizations. So let's see, container. So we want, where's my, oh, I brought it back over here. So logo, and then new game settings quit. Those will be probably in a vertical box. And then the gradient will just be a thing that goes behind them. Actually, I'm not sure how to do that, since it's got a grid. Let's see. Maybe if I could do some z-index stuff and maybe what I want to do there is here we go. A border is a containing widget that can contain one child widget, which could be our container, and providing an opportunity to surround it with a background image and adjustable padding. Oh, perfect. That's pretty much what I need. So let's switch those around. Can we just do that? No, I guess not. Okay. Being finicky today, are we? Alright, so let's do border. Say that's background. Now, the gradient. Can I do that with? Oh, you know what? I can use a material here, so I think that's what I'll do. Just make a simple material here. M underscore. let's see. Gradient. Background. Let's just call it that. That seems well enough. Okay. Let's make sure this is set for user interface domain. And we definitely want a color. And I'm gonna make that a parameter. Oh wait. Let's see. Let's first look about our audience, our options. Ah, linear gradient. Wonderful. Okay, so how does this work? Back to the documentation. Come here. There we go. Linear gradient. Oh, I think this is, yeah, cool. All right, so U output and V output. Linear gradient function uses UV channel 0 to generate a linear gradient in either the U or V direction. UV channel 0. So I have to give it UVs? What? Okay, I think I get this. Maybe. What's this expecting? Oh, I wish it would tell me. Hey, promote to parameter. Ah, it is telling me. Okay, color. Okay. So... okay. Let's do gradient. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, so let's just find out. What happens if I just give it white? Let's just give it pure white. Okay, pure white. Gotcha. Now, how do I... Alright, let's see what happens if I change the color to blue. Now it's invisible. Huh. You would think a linear gradient would be a little more obvious to work with. This is pretty cryptic in my opinion. UV channel, V2. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it has just a... oh, okay, you know what? Maybe what I actually want is... let's do something obvious like so. Do I want to multiply this by this? Oh, I see. That may be what I want, but how do I control the intensity though? Because this seems kind of like I want to control the stops in the gradient. Tis a little mysterious. I wonder if I could, can I just like... Can I control this with a multiply? Maybe? 2, 3, 4. It's affecting it. Interesting. Is that doing what I think it is? I think maybe it is. Huh. Alright, let's set this color to black. This will be hard to preview with this black background here, since the gradient I want is black. I guess what I could do is make the gradient not black, just temporarily, so that just while I'm working with it, you know, just make it that obvious red. I wonder. That seems to just kind of control the intensity of it, but not necessarily like the position of the stops. That's what I want. Oh, hey, is this what I want? Oh wait, what's this? Value step. Value step function takes in an existing channel or texture channel or gradient and outputs a pure black and white image based on inputs from the user. The result is a mask that represents what portion of the gradient equals the value of the input. This song is so chill. Maybe this smooth curve? Smooth curve function takes in an existing texture channel or gradient and uses a procedural curve to control the transition from dark to light. The user can adjust the tangents of this curve to change the result. Maybe I want that. Let's not do that. Let's so smooth curve. Ooh, what's smooth step? I wonder. Maybe I want that too. Let's see. Let's feed it that instead. So linear gradient, smooth curve. Okay, still relatively few instructions. That's good. Want to make sure that these functions weren't super intense. What should I feed this? Just wants constants? Okay. Come on. Let's give it some constants here. And... alright, let's do some experimenting. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Oh, interesting. Definitely seeing something. There's like a stop in the middle that I'm controlling now, which is kind of weird. Huh. Excuse me, I had to blow my nose a bit. So cold. My nose keeps getting runny when it's this cold. So this is it's not intuitive. Okay, let's find something else. Actually, let's bring up the... I guess I could just look in here. Let's type in gradient and see what else is here. So there's linear gradient, that's what we're using. Distance field gradient, I wonder what that is. Nah, doesn't look useful. Gradient. Gradient map multi, what's this? Maps a 0 to 1 value to a color gradient slice. See the default textures for example content. Scale value to gradient map index, gradient texture, number of gradients in the gradient map. Nope, don't understand that one. Alright, let's keep looking. Let's take a look at this values step. Takes a gradient with values over 1 and masks out a portion of the gradient based on input variables. Masks out a portion of the gradient. Don't think I want to mask. I just want to control this gradient. This is, let's take, it takes UVs, so let's, you know what, let's see if we can fiddle with this a bit. Maybe I could just get it texture coordinates. Doesn't seem to do anything. But... I wonder. I know I can do opacity and stuff here, but don't think you can do any sort of grading where you add stops. Tint brush color. Yeah, that doesn't give a good result. wonder what happens if I do this. Oh. If I feed it a sign... now I can do all sorts of interesting things. I wonder. That's interesting. I wonder why this node says UV. The input says UV channel V2, but the V2 goes away if you copy the node. I wonder what's up with that. Huh. Oh well. This is proving to be a little more difficult than I expected. But hey, I've never made a gradient in Unreal's material editor before. I mean, the tools are here, but they're just not good enough with the not quite skilled enough with the material editor to really make good use of this. Let's see. Maybe I ought to take a trip to the math hall. Open to the other screen. Alright, so let's take a look at some examples here. First, I'm going to check out material stuff, because there might be an actual example of that node, but in the engine. These content examples are so good. Really great reference to come back to. It's kind of like living. It's like documentation made in the game engine, essentially, you know? It's just a big collection of example demo rooms that you walk through that show off, and each map shows off like a different set of features. There's one for physics, there's one for destructibles, there's one for materials, there's a bunch for materials, as you can see. I got materials, material experimental, advanced, instances, nodes, properties. And there's also ones for like animation, everything, every single one of those like main features. There's like 40 different maps to look at, and they're just a really great learning resource because, you know, it's right here. It's free. You can download it for free. It's like a few gigabytes, pretty big, but a lot of good stuff. And you can just come in here and you can see actual examples in the engine of a bunch of these features instead of reading or watching a video, which obviously are great in a lot of cases, but when you can come here and see actual examples like this, I mean, for certain things, I feel like this is just invaluable. Subsurface opacity mask, normals, tessellation, world displacement examples. This is just, it's actually not on the marketplace, Ground Zero. It's called Content Examples, and it's here on the Learn tab. Last I looked. Let's make sure. Yeah, see? Learn tab, and then you scroll down a bit and you see it's right here. It's like in the second row of these engine feature samples. Really good stuff. Really, really Highly recommended resource. Yeah, yeah, of course, anytime. Refraction examples. Alright, so that's not quite what I was hoping for. Let's see. It's the only room in here. I want to see... I guess I'll check the advanced one here. Advanced materials. Material functions. Layers. And vertex animation. Ah, okay, this map is not as comprehensive as I was hoping it was. Okay. Let's check the experimental one. If it's not in here, I'll take a look at, which one was I gonna look at? The math hall, that's right. These are pretty cool looking. Some sort of strange experimental effects, like dithering and oh man, looks really cool. Translucence effects using masked materials. Anisotropic shading. Alright, so I want the math hall in this case because we're not getting anything in the material examples. Where are you? Math hall. Here we go. This is a great level for people like me who are not super awesome at math. Not as good as I should be at my age. Absolute. Floor. Camera vectors. Oh, that's a cool example of dot product. Camera facing math. Very useful. Well, I'm not sure how to approach doing a gradient in the engine, but I gotta figure this out because there's no way I'm importing a material, or I'm importing a texture of a gradient. That's, I mean, I could just do that, but, for something like that. Alright, so here we are back in Unreal. Let's, wait, that's not what I want. I don't want you. Materials, here we go. Okay, so... You know what, let's first of all just plug this in by itself and see what we get. I want to see what this looks like, just to get an idea of how this is working. What is happening? Okay, what's going on here? That was weird. Alright, so by default it is just this straight black to white gradient. Now... I just want to be able to control this better. I'm guessing that I do want to do something with the UVs here. I feel like I should be able to... What does this do? Does this just make it darker, or is that more translucent, I wonder? Yeah, that's just darker. Huh. Thought so. So that's all black. I wonder, can I just, oh wait, whoops. Huh. Well then. Might be easier than I thought. turns out if I just feed this default gradient into the opacity parameter, I get my desired result. But I still need to control the size and strength of this. Let's see if I could do that. I wonder if I make an instance out of this, if I could change it more easily in real time. I really wish I could get that real-time preview instead of constantly going over to the material, tweaking something, save, come back and see if it's different. Yeah, let's try to set this up as let's set up some parameters. So I can't parameterize a texture coordinate, but what is that? So UV. Can I make a parameter out of? I can't promote the output of that as a parameter either. Well, then I guess. I wonder if I could do this with colors. Okay, so I just made that a parameter, no problem. That's solid. Dang it. Oh wait. Let's multiply these two. Ah, that's a vector parameter, I see. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's make an instance so we can quickly modify the parameter here. I think this will work. Man, they need a freaking... This is really annoying. Oh wait, if I... there we go. Where this menu was spawning, it kept spawning like where I'd let go of the mouse and it would already hover over something, so it kept booting me into some asset picker. Frustrating. Gradient. There's our instance. So, can I change this and see the change? Can I see the changes in real time? Maybe. I can. Aha. Wonderful. Alright, so changing the color doesn't really seem to do anything. Or you using a color to manipulate it. Wait, what, did I see something change? I guess not. So there's the alpha. But I can't do like the intensity. Okay, so what was that thing I was doing before? It was I had a thing before where I was manipulating. Oh. I remember. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's try this. Parameter. Gradient. Size. That's not really accurate, but I just want some sort of name. Okay. Let's see what this gives us. Ah. Cool. We're getting somewhere. All right. Let's compile and save that. Cool. Look at that. Looks pretty close. We need to do some extra work to further control the size if I want to make it look quite as good. But this is looking kind of nice for now. So let's get going with the rest of the stuff. So grid container. All right. Now we need a vertical box. So let's grab that vertical box, put it inside the grid container, and we'll say, call this, oops, where am I typing? We'll call this menu items. And first up is going to be an image. That'll be the logo. So we'll call that logo. I'll say game logo just so it's really clear. Next we'll need buttons with text in them. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and call this new game button. And we'll call the text new game label. And then text is going to say new game. We'll make that uppercase. Let's duplicate that button a few times. This one will be settings button. And we'll call the label settings label. Make sure the text actually says settings. There we go. And finally we have the quit button. Quit label. Whoops. Got a little extra. I'm 2 typos in a row. Quit label and now quit lab. Quit label. There we go. Quit. Okay. Cool. So, let's make sure. Let's assign our new font, our new custom font, to all of these text labels. Here we go. All right, so buttons, I'm gonna make them, the background is gonna be transparent. Background color. There we go. Set the background color to 0. So we set the alpha on the background color to 0, and that'll make the background for those buttons transparent, just fully transparent. So we just want to see the text, but we have the button there as the area that you can actually click on. And we'll show like a hover state, so you can see that those are clickable. Like when you hover over them, they'll be like a little, I'll probably do a subtle background or an outline. Probably a subtle background, or maybe even just change the color of the text. But these buttons will still define the area, how large the click area is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab the Ionia logo so we can get that going. And we can more accurately judge the layout, the spacing, and stuff like that. So let's just open a new file. How big is this? Don't remember how big the logo is that I have, and it's, I don't think it's this one is not vector based. I should do a vector based version of the logo, that's for sure. Maybe I have someone. Maybe I have one somewhere that I just haven't located. Probably hiding somewhere in my Dropbox. Okay, Ionia. Images. Oh wait, maybe I do. Oh, perfect. It is vector. I found it. It's a vector logo. I'm happy. Alright, so we don't want the background. Oh, but wait a second. What is this? The gradient on that divider should go to transparent, not to that color. There we go. That should be, well, looks a little funky. Let's say let's bring in the midpoints. Actually, that might have been a little too tight, too overzealous. Let's bring that back. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll leave that the way it is. Okay. So we got our logo. Let's export this. Probably export this at like 4K resolution or something. I want it to be really high. Uh-oh. One moment, I have to respond to a message. Alright, as I was saying, let's see, 4K resolution probably. I want it to be big. Well, whatever. For now, I will just export this. 1920 by 1080. Oh, don't block that. Put it in there for now. Let's see if that turned out the way I want it. I think so. Let's I guess we'll import this here. Projects, Ionia. Whoops. Put it in here. Whoa, what is this abomination? Oh, the thumbnail for that texture looks so wrong. That's bizarre. Looks low resolution here too. What's up with that? Imported at 60. Oh wow. Huh. Oh, I know why. I should have exported the whole document area. Let's re-import that. Oh gosh, that looks terrible. Oh, duh. What am I thinking? This is a square logo. I'm a silly person. I'm one of those guys making rookie mistakes. In that case, let's at least do 2K. Shit. All right. Has alpha channel true, but where's the transparency? What have I done? Oh, you know what? What am I thinking? I could just go and make a material out of this. And then do translucent. I think. Should just be able to mask out. Oh yeah. Oh geez. I'm a fool. But I didn't check the right properties here. What? Why can't I just I'm gonna move this down here again. Getting a little annoying that I keep switching back to it. Oops. Wrong node. Alright, maybe what I want to do here is make the background black. Alright, let's go see how that looks. Oh, no alpha. It's also squished up there, unfortunately. We'll need to fix that. Woof, too big. That looks about right. Let's see. Pretty close. A little bit smaller than I had it originally, actually, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Halfway point. It's actually a little small. Alright, that seems like a pretty decent size. I'm into this. And then I can give it bottom padding here. Like so. Then we're gonna justify these buttons. We're gonna left justify these buttons. Give them some padding as well. That padding's a little heavy, I think. As a matter of fact, I think I'll put that padding in the text instead of around the button, because around the button, padding in this in that case would be more it'd be more like a margin almost. So if I just mess with the padding here. Let's see, 10 by 20. By 10. Actually, no, 20 by 5. That'll... Whoops. 5. 20 by 5. Actually, that even seems a little acceptable. Let's do 10 by 5. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Alright, 10 by 5 it is. Alright. Font size was like 24. Weight was bold. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Now we just need to figure out. We need to mask this this material properly, and it'll be good. Hey, TC Almus. How's it going? What emojis is that? Ah, lurking. No problem with lurkers. I say lurk away, my friend. Some people just want to lurk. That's okay with me. You're an expert lurker? You are pretty good at it. How have you been doing anyways? Maybe I'm just not saving the alpha channel correctly. Window. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh. I remember how to do this with Photoshop, but not with Affinity Designer yet. Wonder. Let's see. Definitely seems like I don't have the alpha channel set up correctly as a mask. That's what's going on. Now, how do I do that in Affinity Designer? I remember how to do that in Photoshop. Let's find out. Oh wait, designer, create alpha channel. Affinity Photo can do it. Oh man, don't tell me Affinity Designer can't do it. I might have no options for this. I wonder if it just needs to be a pixel layer. Mask to below. Wait, what's down here? Adjustments, mask layer, layer effects. Channel mixer. I'm gonna find you, Alpha. Where are you? Not finding any leads online either. Let's try Google. I usually search through DuckDuckGo, but it's always good to try an alternate search engine if you're not getting the results you want. Well. What I may have to do is just create a grayscale version of this, like a black and white version of this, and then bring that in as another texture, and then use that as a mask. TC So I'm working on my game, Ionia, right? I'm working on UI, like it says in the stream title. But so I'm working on. I mocked up this title screen for the game. Now I'm working on actually implementing it in the game engine. This background is this is like a placeholder image. It's gonna be an actual 3D scene. Excuse me. It's gonna be an actual 3D scene behind the logo and the text there. But yeah, this is gonna be the title screen for my game. That's what I'm working on today. Right now, I'm just working on getting the logo imported correctly so I can use an alpha mask and have that transparency behind it. Let's see. I think I want a white background and then black text. And then the divider. Huh. Like that. Let's try this. Okay. Oops. Could've just done this. Boom. I think I may have wanted the other way around. Okay, that looks like it masked correctly, but... Okay, so that is masking correctly. Ah, but the colors are all messed up here. Gross. That's a shame. Alright, so maybe what I need to do... I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like inverted. Huh. Alright, so let's see if we can just do this the other way around and get better results. So... So black background, and then we'll do white text. Hey, what? Oh, I thought I had the text supported. I guess not. There we go. And the divider 2. That might be better, but it still looks like the color might be a little messed up, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not quite perfect, but it is better. That's better. I think I'm gonna leave that for now. That looks pretty cool. think I'm gonna make the text a little smaller though. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now let's see, where's my main menu map? Alright, main menu, here's the old menu right there. Where? Oh, here we go. Level blueprint. Alright. So I'm going to change this to title screen widget. Plug those in. All right. Check out that file on Perforce, of course. Yeah, something about that. The colors are like washed out on the logo. But still, pretty exciting. Buttons don't do anything yet. Sound good. Now, it's time to add some sort of scenery here. I feel like I should probably just import something from another level or something like that. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the music. It's this is the Chrono Cross soundtrack, one of my favorite game soundtracks. How about, I guess it makes more sense to just try this on my developer map here. Maybe like over here. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Let's, I'm just curious. Let's do a quick and dirty test. This will still be me running around. I'll still have control, but I just want to see what this looks like in front of a level like this. To see what it looks like with an actual scenery behind it, you know? Yeah, sweet deal. That's pretty darn cool, if I do say so myself. There we go, little lens flare going on there. Not bad. And you know what'll look even better? If I do, this will just be a quick and dirty thing. But, check it out. Hey, Douchey, thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. So, let's do a camera fade. Alright, here's my camera, so you can actually do where the heck is it? Huh. What they do with the fade? Yeah, start camera fade. Why isn't that showing up? Oh, I know why. Start. I need to get the camera manager. Get camera manager. Then you do start camera fade. From full alpha to 0 alpha. Let's say over 2 seconds, so we'll make it color is black. We'll hold when finished. I'll put this in the proper place later on, but I just want to see, right now, I just want to see what it looks like. Yeah. That'll look better with a delay in front of it, honestly. Just so I can see black screen first and get an idea of what it would look like fading from black. Alright, so check this out. Oh. That was... Oh, of course. I'm silly. You know what, instead, let's do a long duration. 5-second fade. Nice and subtle and slow. That's kind of weird. I feel like it has a weird curve to it. I'm gonna do a weird cheat. Okay, that works, but the UI, like, takes over. I didn't think about that. I'll have to do the fade in the actual UI. The curve on that fade is still a little weird looking. It feels like it like fades in like more than 50% like right away, and then the rest just kind of slowly. It doesn't seem like it goes straight all the way smoothly from 0 to 1. It goes like 0 to halfway, and then a little, and then slows down. So it's like a weird curve like that. Yeah, it is starting to come together, isn't it? It's exciting. I feel like I made decent progress on this, you know, for just a couple hours of work in one day. Not bad, if you ask me. Yeah. With that, let's see, 4:11. I'm gonna go for about 7 more minutes, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. I think we had a pretty good day today. Looks pretty good. Oh, that looks kind of cool too. Ah, there we go. That looks kind of nice. Something like that. I'm just playing around with my sandbox level, just so I don't have to make like a unique level now. I just wanted to see what it looked like with some sort of scenery behind it. That looks pretty cool. Looks pretty good with the alternate universe too. It looks better with the warmer colors though, I think. So I guess we'll see what to do about that. Whoop, didn't make that jump. I thought I could. Oh. Nah. Can't run fast enough, I guess. Or, I guess I should say I can't jump far enough. But I could do this. Or not. There we go. What was that, I wonder? Some weird sound coming from my YouTube. How is that even possible? What's going on here? That was weird. An ad played, but like only the audio. That was weird. Huh. I don't know what just happened. Very weird. Anyways. That looks pretty darn cool. So, I mean, we'll have to work on the colors for the logo. There's something up with that. The mask is not quite perfect. Oh man, wouldn't it be cool if I could make the Ionia logo in Unreal, like in the material editor? God, that'd probably be ridiculously complicated. That'd be so cool. Then I wouldn't have to worry about the resolution for it. Pixel Pit, yeah. I do, I mean, this is just my test map for testing the mechanics. I do jump around a lot though, just because it's fun. So, Pixel Bit, the main mechanic of my game here, let me get rid of this title screen thing, my little test title screen, so you can see what I'm doing. So the main mechanic of this game, it's a first-person puzzle game. The main mechanic of the game is that there's two universes. There's an alternate universe, and you can enter and exit that alternate universe at will. And there's some objects that are hidden in that universe, and there's certain objects that most of the things you see here exist in both universes. But the alternate universe differs in some subtle ways. So, like for example, these objects here, these white things, I could die. I could jump on them, right? You can see these like silhouettes, right, of similar looking objects. Those are objects that are like these that are in the alternate universe. So if I jump here, I fall through. I can't land on it. It's not. I just have like a little hint shader there, kind of telling me that something's there, but I can't interact with it. And if I switch to the alternate universe, it'll be the other way around. See, now those other ones, they've switched. Now this one becomes visible, and I can jump on that. And the ones from the original universe, they're not there anymore. So there's basically certain objects, just a few certain objects that only exist in one universe or the other. It can be either the original universe or the alternate universe. And so the mechanic of switching between the universes is what you use to solve puzzles and kind of navigate the space. That's why you saw me bunny hopping a lot. I get really comfortable sometimes just jumping around. It feels good, it's fun. And this is another mechanic I worked on recently, actually. I'm still prototyping this mechanic, where I can have this object that when I pick it up, it follows me between the universes, so I can change which universe this object lives in. So now I put it in that pedestal there. It activates this new bridge over here, gets rid of this one. You can see now it lives in that other universe. If I pick it up and put it back over here, it lives in the original universe again. Yeah, so that's kind of a quick rundown of the core mechanic for you, and the kind of gameplay you can expect. Alright, we are at the 2-hour mark, and I think we did some pretty good progress today. So I'm gonna call it. Sorry if you guys, for those of you who might have tuned in a little late, sorry that you're just coming in as I'm leaving. But I usually stream around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, that's when I usually start. And I usually stream for about 2, sometimes 3 hours. Today I'm doing 2 because I have some other things I want to do before dinner tonight. Anyways, so today's progress was pretty good. Nothing major, but we started to implement the actual menu in the game, which is exciting. I mean, we jumped from this, you know, we have made this mock-up in Affinity Designer, and now we've got an actual, well, it's not quite functional yet because I didn't set up what these buttons do. But we have the buttons there. The logo's there. We got the gradient. I'm most proud of the gradient, setting that up. That was a little tricky, and I kind of stumbled into the solution for that one, so that was kind of funny. But it worked out. I'm really glad I was able to make that gradient without textures. So it's just a material, which means it'll scale with whatever resolution. I'm gonna do that any opportunity I have in this game. Anytime I can do that, I'm gonna do it. Textures are basically just gonna be on like assets in the game, you know. Anything in the UI, especially, like if I don't have to use an image, I'm not going to, just to make it easier for resolution independence. So I think let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll have time to stream tomorrow, so I'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time, around 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific time, that is. Thank you again to Dushi for following today, and for those of you who tuned in and were hanging out, I really appreciate your company, and I'm glad you're here, kind of joining me on this journey, working on this game. It's going to be a lot of fun streaming this, and pretty soon, I really need to get around to setting up a Discord server. I want to set up a Discord server for our company, for our project, so that our Kickstarter backers can have, we can get like a channel for them, and then like public channels for anyone else who can join in and talk about the game and ask us questions when I'm not streaming. So I'll get that set up soon. Let's see, anything else? I'm trying to remember if there was anything else I wanted to say today. I don't think so. So thank you again for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great day. Still some day. I don't know what time. It depends on where you are in the world, but wherever you are in the world, I hope you have an excellent day or night. Have fun. Eat some delicious food. Stay warm. Stay safe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So take care.